If survival mode were completely off the table, if you knew 100% knew that you were safe, how would you move differently? That's the question I was wrestling with this morning. See, yesterday I mentioned about delusion. Like you have to delusionally put yourself in a place where you are already the successful version of yourself. But that without specificity is just kind of lofty, right? It's kind of a dream. And that's where I've been plagued the majority of my adult life. I've always been in dreamland and never had specificity. So this morning I wanted to sit down and no, what is it? How would I move differently if I knew I was 100% safe? And I'm not going to beat around the bush here. The issue is money. It's almost always been money. I feel emotionally and spiritually regulated. That is some intense work I've done in the last 7 years, but money is the issue. And so if I said, okay, well, that's something that's something tangible. That's something we could put a plan on. And so that's where I started talking about specificity. And that's what we are journaling about this morning. And like most of our mental maladies, this all stems from childhood. I can think back with distinction about the language and the energy my family had around money and around success. Life doesn't do that for us. We're not the type of people that life works out for. It was constantly survival mode. And it was literally used, those words, like we're survivors. I remember hearing that over and over and over. We're survivors. And so that bled into a lot of my early adulthood, and it kind of stuck with. I've always been afraid that success was fleeting. It's always going to be taken away. I have no abundance mindset. It's always in the spirit of lack. I have 4 photography gigs this week. Next week, 1, maybe. That's the way, I think about these kinds of things. I think about it in a lack mindset. And that bleeds into the voices of insecurities and doubts that I was experiencing last week. And see, today, when I was sitting here journaling and bringing that up, identifying where these roots come from, that's tangible, something I can work with. And now the goal becomes, let's have a plan here. Let's set a date. Let's get some tangible work done. How can we get monetized on my social platforms? How can I go about living the life that I know I want, with travel, with writing, with content creation? All of this is, if unplanned, if left to my own devices, will all be lofty. It's like, well, if I got $1 million, then I could do that. And that is the mental mind shift that we're working on. I say we, it's me, of course, but I'm sure you might be as well. That's the mental mind shift that we're going to be working on, because what it takes is a strategic step 1, step 2, step 3, because I can bridge this. That's the thing. I know I can bridge this. I can bridge the gap between the following I do have and my emotional and spiritual stability. Monetization is that bridge here. I know it may be seeming like I'm putting it into such stark and brass terms here, but that's my issue. That's the issue. Identifying that childhood identity marker, dismantling it, and knowing at the end of the day, I am exactly the kind of person this life works out for. I am the exact person this life works out for. I am not one of those people that life just craps on. They say whenever you're kind of in a funk or whenever you're kind of out of it, that creation, that momentum, doing something, that's the remedy. Come here, I want to tell you something, man. The last couple hours I've been working on a client video, the video that I recorded over a month ago for a bar/restaurant in my area. And these clips, guys, are just absolutely brilliantly coming together. See, I got a song under here you can't hear. But this is the beginning of the video, and look, you got the pretty girls dancing on the dance floor. I freaking love when things come together, especially when it comes to creativity. Let me move this camera here because this is crazy. And it's filling me with such joy. I am so energized. And this is the first 8 seconds of the video. I still have about 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. That's all right. I'm super pumped with where we're at. That said, I want to make some chicken stir fry tonight, but I need some chicken broth, which I did not buy the last time I went to the store. So I'm gonna have to put a little pin in this video here. And also I want Subway, whatever. Now I'm at the market basket because I know for tonight's dinner I need chicken broth. That's for sure. Chicken bone broth. But I'm also gonna add a couple more bell peppers and maybe some broccoli florets. That's how you say it, right? We meet again, market basket. This is twice in 1 week. This might be a new record, right? I'll get a couple more bells. Do you think they have little broccoli florets or whatever that is in cans? Oh my gosh, cream corn. I haven't had cream corn in forever. And maybe this is a fool's errand to think that they have some broccoli in a can. Hoisin sauce. Need some hoisin sauce as well. It's in a bottle though, it's kind of weird. Now we need the broth. Right down this aisle, perfect. That'll do. This humidity, I tell you. All right, the gang's all here. Let's cook. I've got 3 tablespoons of soy sauce in there right now, some salt and pepper. So I'm gonna get all this all trudged up and then put this in the fridge, and it's gonna hang out there while I cut the veggies. And then by the time the chicken's ready to go into the pot, it'll be nice and beautifully marinated. I got cornstarch all over the freaking place. But how good does this look? Lordy. I'm pumped for this. Oh man, this beer needs some trimming right here. Gotta make sure it looks good for the camera so far. Amazing day. I'm gonna sit here with my plastic cup of wine. Cheers. A wonderful dinner that I was honored to cook. Some great, incredible insight this morning. I feel pretty damn energized, and I've got to shoot tomorrow, hit the gym tomorrow, keeping this momentum running. I'm so proud. I'm super proud that I am making these moves. Just little bite-sized moves, man. I'm not trying to conquer the world every single day. We have our insight. Go about the day. Make sure we get all of our best possible moments out of it. Good meal, a good session at the gym, a good ferry ride. That's what it's all about, man. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this night and look forward till tomorrow. Cheers.